So why is there so much depth in capitalism? We see that countries which are capitalistic have some kind of an annual depth, a few percent of their budget. Is it an inherent part of capitalism or not? And where does it come from? Basically, they borrow money. But why do they borrow if people pay taxes and if company pay taxes as well? The reason for this could be that people want to pay less taxes, and people, after all, are the ones who vote for the government. So the government want to satisfy them. So if the government would take too much taxes, the current government, then maybe the people would stop voting for them. And the same for the companies, because the companies or the capital, where the capital is, they also want to pay less taxes to the government. So the government basically wants to satisfy both the people and the companies on the other side. And on the other hand, the government still need to provide facilities, pools, cleaning the roads, building roads. So the government need to provide facilities, schools, etc. to the people. So it kind of solves the problem by borrowing some money. And with it, it satisfies both the capitalists, the companies, and the employees. And then what happened on the 1960s is that there were two main inventions that came to the mainstream. Basically, we had the jet engines and we had the electronical telecommunications. Both these inventions and adoption of these inventions made the world a much more global place where people could move from one place, from the one end of the world to the other end of the world in a matter of hours. And in telecommunication, it was seconds. So basically, the capitalists that had the companies and the production told themselves, okay, so we could actually move our production from where people wanted higher salary into places where people are satisfied with lower salary. So basically, we now have the government which is taking loans. We have people in places where the income is in general not providing for everything. So these are the Western countries where we have a set of people whose job are moved to other places. So these people are now out of job. So what is the result? What can they do? Oh, there is a new invention, the credit card. They can now borrow money and use this borrowed money as well, just as the government. And so like that, we had over the 70s, the 1970s, a whole states which have been depleted of the people because the factories moved away, like Detroit. And basically the moving of things is a basic feature as it looks of modern capitalism, because it's moving things around the globe and on this phase. And as it's moving things around the globe and we have a debt economy, then governments are taking loans and also the people. And then we had the financial sector, which up until this point was basic target was to assist businesses, both big businesses and small businesses, to get the money, the funding, the capital in order to open their businesses. But then we had also the invention of the television, and then people who are looking at the television see all these people who are driving in new cars, etc. So they also wanted, this is basically has sprung the consumption economy. So people are loaning more money because the actual salary did not raise as much as the cost of living has raised. So we have even more motivation for taking loans. And then we had the invention of the financial instrument. So basically, because we had people taking all kinds of loans, then the financial sector said, oh, why don't we just take all these loans and put them in one pool and sell them to other people who would gain interest based off this. And this was called ABS, like asset-based securities, and investment pool to consumers based on the debt of the people. And this has blown up on 2008. Basically, all this loan economy and debt economy has blown up. And since then, what was the solution for all this blow up of the economy? It was printing more money and making more debt, even increasing more the debt, and taking more loans, etc. What could be a better solution for this was to use all this new printed money and utilize all these loans in order to create roads or better facilities or education instead of paying so much and taking loans even to get education. So this is basically the economy of loans, which has blown up one time in 2008, and God knows what will happen in the future.